Welcome to the Motorhome and Caravan Show with your hosts, Jane Malpass and Jason the Motorhome Man Reynolds.
First of all, it couldn't be your fault. When this life of mine would fall, it will always be my call. Trying to throw this shade on me, like they all hate on me. Don't bring that rage on me. Why they throwing shade on me, like they ashamed of me. I thought, what age are we? It's warm outside, and we all want shine. Let you know about it in the city, cause stay in the crib this time. Whoa, got pics on the way like a vacay. Shoot photo with the AK. Got friends by my side, trying to have a great day. Then I wonder why they throw shades. Yeah, but it's all on me. Let them roam free like a European. Yeah, see me pick up the phone like I'm trying to haul a home, starting to act like E.T. Yeah, rock them shades, now they can't see me. Trying to run away, but I'm not speedy. Need no fake, I just want what's real, and I ride that way till I'm free. Yeah. Throw this shade on me, like they all hate on me. Don't bring that rage on me. No rage.
Has your daughter cut your hair again?
No.
How we diddly?
Oh, I feel lighter.
I can see at the front.
Oh, I've had my hair cut. It was brilliant. I just said cut it all off and leave a bit on top.
Could have left some at the front.
No. Have you had some new wallpaper?
Yeah, it's lovely. It's that green screen behind me.
You've gone away again, haven't you?
I have, yeah. It's lovely.
That's why you never answered your phone. I've rang you every day and you've gone, get back to you later. You've gone away again. You've not even asked me again, have you?
That's the problem. When you go away, you have to do everything in the week, so you don't get behind. But no, it's been nice. The weather's been good, hasn't it, to be fair? I know it's a bit dicey this morning, but...
Where are you?
A place called Lickpenny Campsite, just outside Matlock, in the Derbyshire Dales.
Right. When did you go?
Friday.
Oh.
Friday, just after lunchtime, I think it was. Something
Right.
like that. It was a bit unexpectedly earlier than we thought. It was meant to be going in the evening, then there's a couple of things that cancelled for the others. So we ended up going a little bit earlier, which was nice, because it was 32 degrees.
Had you booked it up?
Booked it up. Yeah, we booked it only Tuesday-ish.
Right.
So it was a pretty late thing, to be honest. Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, I don't know. It's midweek. We just tried to find where cancellations. And this is what came up.
What's the campsite like?
You know what? It's absolutely lovely, to be honest.
Are you on
really,
hookup or wild?
Yeah, no, on hookup. Really nice big pictures. It's just a really nice big open campsite. There's nothing particularly amazing about it, but everything's just nice and big. There's so many service points, which you only appreciate when you have to use the toilet a bit more, but the toilet blocks all are open as well.
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, here we go. That's the size of the pictures. I mean, that's...
Oh, go on. You've shown it. You've had to take the Carthago, haven't you? That's
well, you know why?
That's a big pitch.
I mean, that Carthago is 7.5 metres. So look how much space is at the back and how much is at the front. You could fit 3 or 4 of them on there.
Whoa. Just go back to that other picture. Why have you got 2 barbecues?
Because it depends what I'm cooking.
I don't know. What's the one on the left?
That's my Weber Touchmaster. Master Touch, sorry. Which is a coal grill. And the other one's gas.
Okay. So what would you do with the one on the left?
It's got a little bit more space on the top. Here we go. Look, here we go.
You've even got the Carthago glasses.
I know, they're still in the cupboard. So that one, you can do a little bit of more smoking stuff and low and slow, and then the other one I tend to do breakfast on.
What are you cooking on there now?
Nothing. That was earlier on. No, that's Friday night, sorry.
Right. So what have you cooked on it?
You know what? I've done pizza on it.
Right.
And I just did general barbecue stuff tomorrow. I haven't done anything low and slow because we've just been relaxing.
And what have you done on the other one?
Breakfast. Sausages, bacon. But you run out of space with the other one. It's a bit small.
You like your barbecues, don't you?
I love my barbecues. I've got 4. Like my little family.
How long have you been doing that, Shane?
What, barbecuing?
Yeah, what got you to? What?
America, really, because I used to go over there and I used to get some, used to go to some really nice barbecue restaurants. So I thought, well, I need to start getting onto that. And then I think I bought my first one just over 4 years ago, which is a big gas grill, big Weber gas grill. And then I bought that little blue one, which is a little gas grill. And then I bought 2 more in the last probably 2 months.
Okay. Right.
I know you can't do it at the moment, but I like having parties with like 30, 40, 50, 60 people around. So then I cook for everybody.
Okay, maybe one day, matey. Maybe one day.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Maybe one day.
100%.
We might even invite the other reprobates on.
That'd be right.
We could get. I tell you what, we could have everybody in the comments as well.
We could do, yeah.
We could we?
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Cabby Fever. Evening, everyone. Looking forward to the show. Caravan Shorts. Evening, all. Colin Devane, evening lads, loving your shows. Colin in Aberdeenshire. Jim Page, hi guys. Hi, Jim. Lisa and Phil, good evening, Jason, Shane and John. Don't forget Mark and Lee. Dirty Trucker, the regular. Good evening, I like that. Good evening, Dirty Trucker. Russ Finn, evening folk. Byston Blinker, hi everyone. Stu here, looking forward to the show as usual. Dan Barnes, evening both. Byston Blinker Grand Prix, a little bit back to normal today. I watched the Grand Prix today. Available today. Hi guys, hope you're all okay. Teresa Timms, hi all. Like the echo, thank you. See. Caravan Nut, evening Jason and Shane. Evening Caravan Nut. I did watch your video with Carl from KTG. Good video. He's expanded, as you know, Carl. I remember going around to Carl's when it was just a little place. He's worked hard through lockdown, mate. Now, more importantly, let's talk about what you're in.
Okay, so what I'm in, I don't know if I want to spoil it because that's the feature video for next week.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to do A classes next week, are we?
We are, yes.
Right.
A classes this week, Campervans this week.
Right, so A classes next week. Okay. All right. Let's chuck a few more comments up, mate.
Okay. Where do we get to?
I've got a clue. You're under pressure tonight, mate. Kobe, evening, Kobe. Hi, all. Bob, evening, Bob. He's working hard, knocking these videos out as Bob. Martin Sills, evening, guys. All excited here. Picking up our new van Thursday. A Geist 7100. Then off to Cornwall side boot. Geist 7100. You know the van, Shane?
Yeah, silver, low profile looking things generally. I think the 700s are on the Fiat.
Yeah.
I think the Phantoms are on the Mercs generally.
Right.
But lovely looking things. You know, like we're looking at that Adria Matrix that you got coming in, and we were looking at this. They've also got the silver versions. Right. They were doing that 10, 15 years ago. Look spot on. Look really nice.
Oh. Phil and Task Green. Hi, guys. Where's this week gone? They just fly by, don't they, Shane?
They do. They really do.
Paul Joyce. Hi, all. Hi. Just us on tour. Hi, guys. Just us on tour. Dalen. Evening, folks. Byston Blinkered. I stayed in Kinsdown campsite near Deal this week. Incredible views across the channel. Can see France. Did you see all the boats coming over as well? Bob Earnshaw, we've got 2 Cadillacs and can't use either of them yet. Need a barbecue gas point fitted. What's a Cadillac, Shane? It's
like a Motorhome Caravan specifically built thing, isn't it? That just plugs straight in the external point. I mean, you can walk around a campsite. Yeah. It was a bit of everything. You can swap and change them around and do a bit of everything actually with him. And in fact, I've actually got one in this van as well, but it was left in there from the previous owner.
Are they good then?
No idea. Never used one. Never used one.
A new feature coming out here. Shane's Cooking Motorhomes. Steve Edwards, evening all. Nice haircut. Thank you, Steve. Debbie G. Hi, guys. Hi, Debbie. Dave Birkin. Hi, guys. Stephen Paget. Hi, guys. Rachel. Hi, Shane from the White House family. We live just found round the corner from you. Hi, Jason.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I do. Well, I know Ben, the son, and he's been talking to me about them thinking about getting a motorhome in the years to come. I reckon that's going to come a little bit sooner with all this happening at the moment. I reckon it will do. I think they were looking at Swift Escape 685, I think, with the rear U-shaped lounge and the drop-down bed.
Right.
I believe, but that was a few months ago, and I think they've changed a few times since then.
What's that? 4 belted seats?
5.
5.
It's got one rear facing.
Oh, okay. We're going to talk about campervans tonight, aren't we, me and you?
We are, yes.
Okay. What's Mark going to talk about? Where's Mark?
Let's bring him in.
Evening.
Hi, Mark.
You all right, lads?
I'm all right, are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Bit stressed, but you know how it goes.
Good. What are you talking about tonight?
2 caravans. So we've got a Swift and a better car.
Right. What's special about them?
The caravans.
No, so what's special about them? What don't you like about them?
No, there's caravans. That's what's special about them. No, there's just 2 family vans, side dinettes.
Right, now we're getting somewhere. So we're talking about family caravans, are we?
Very traditional ones, yeah. Very
Right.
traditional ones. So,
Okay.
if you look,
Do you know
back,
what, Shane? I enjoy it. Do you know what? I really enjoy. I shouldn't be saying it, but I enjoy Mark's segment because we don't deal with caravans, and it's quite interesting, mate, isn't it?
I genuinely have no idea about caravans anymore. I mean, I was watching the last auction the other day, and I was looking at all these caravans that I recognise. I was thinking, bloody hell, they're not making much money. And then realised that when I was buying them, they were 2007s, that sort of age. And they are 13, 14 years old now. So I'm so far out of touch.
Yeah, actually, it was like last week, wasn't it? It was the Airstream and the Swift, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got for some reason I got a good idea about the base camps, but just the week before that, they were the best cars with the sensitive skylights and everything.
Auto roof lights and best cars are nice. We've got another best car tonight.
Okay. Okay.
Be interesting.
Do you know what?
Well, it's always a bit dodgy.
Do you know what, lads? Right, in them trees there, I think I found Bigfoot. He's there.
The best thing is you can see his face at the bottom.
Okay, we're talking about family caravans. We're going to talk about campervans. John, what have we got John about?
Adam.
Hi, John.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi, John.
How are we? How are we doing?
All right. What are you talking about this week?
I'm talking about a campsite, mate.
Right. Okay.
In Shropshire. No, not Shropshire. Shrewsbury.
Not far
Given
from
a
me,
bit
then.
of a clue. Not far from you. Given a bit of a clue there as to where it might be, or what it might be. How are we? We had a good week then.
Hard week, mate. It's busy. I think since but since they announced the quarantine about people going abroad, it's gone berserk again.
You know what? I did think that was going to... We were speaking about that last week, weren't we? Saying that that's going to happen and, you know, France is in danger of dropping. It's only going to strengthen it. I mean, I'm just going to go back to Rachel Whitehouse a second. So, Shane, we've put a deposit down and getting a Bailey autograph, 79.4, pick it up for October the 1st. I mean, from what I can remember, Rachel was looking at buying a motorhome in probably another 2 years' time from now. So everybody's just bought plans forward.
Yeah.
And why
Seems
not?
to be the most sensible option at the minute, doesn't it?
It's not.
Let's say that a vaccine comes out in a year's time, which is starting to get towards realistic. You've then got to administer to everybody in this country, and then you've got to get it up to all the other countries as well that you're going to fly to, and then you've got to get confidence out to get them to there. So you're talking 2 years at the absolute best.
It's not going away soon, is it?
No, not at all. Right, I've got a gripe.
Go on in.
I've got a gripe. I had an auto electrician round to look at a motorhome. Not going to go into it. Right. Basically, the outcome was he said he couldn't. What's going on here?
Mark's just
He needs
saying
an
it's
auto
alarm.
electrician, doesn't he?
It weren't me. Right, there's an alarm just gone off.
We heard.
Right on cue.
So I've got an auto electrician around, and he couldn't fix it. He says, "No, I can't do this. This is going to have to go off to main dealer." And as he left, he gave me a bill for 30 quid.
Well, he's come out.
Now, basically, he didn't fix it. He didn't do anything, but he's given me a bill for 30 quid. Can somebody give me some thoughts there, Shane? People in the comments, do I pay it?
He's still had his time to come out, hasn't he? Is the problem?
Yeah, I mean, it's still diagnostics, really, isn't it? I know he's not diagnosed it, but at least you can't. I mean, okay, I'll give you an example. So my friend's got a VW Group garage, and he has a lot of people who come in just to find out what the fault is, but then they go and do the job themselves. If he doesn't pay for the diagnostic check, or if you don't charge for it, then people will just be using him all over the shop.
Right, so this is what we'll do, Shane. We'll set up an auto electrician company. We'll just go out, say, we can't fix it, and give a bill for 30 quid.
And then you'll end up on Watchdog.
Can't fix it, can I? But could you just imagine? Right, I go to Mark's pitch. Mark, CD Caravan. Just not the right type of caravan. It wasn't right for me. It looked good in the pictures, but it's just not right caravan. Right, now before I go, it took me an hour to get here. I did have a few coffees on the way down. I did stop off at the service station. I've got to drive back. I'll put some diesel in. Can I just give you a bill for 45 quid?
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, but he came out with good intention to be able to try to fix it. If it's something that he can't fix, he's still apt to come out. It's still his time, isn't it? You don't know where he's come from.
Why fix it? Why did he give you a reason why did he just go? He just needs to go back to dealer. That's it.
Yeah, he couldn't do it. It was too big of a problem for him.
Okay, so here you go, Jason. So if a few people came into you, the boiler wasn't working, and you said, "Let me have a look at it for you," and you told them what was wrong with it, and then they just went.
Yeah, I wouldn't charge them.
And how many times did you do that without charging them?
Every time.
I'm just going to mix these vans up and bring them to you, Jace. Can you just tell me what's wrong with this? Thanks. Bye.
I'm probably old school, aren't I? I'm probably old school. If I don't fix it, I don't charge somebody for it, do I?
Yeah,
it's difficult because it's his business, isn't it? He's got to earn a living, and if he kept going to places, and admittedly, if it's not going to be every single one that he can't fix, but it's still his time, isn't it?
I understand that. I do. I think probably it was explained over the phone what the problem was. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
okay. Here's a question for you. How often do you use him?
I haven't. First time.
And you're not going to use him again, are you?
No. Would you?
So
cost me a fortune, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So how long did it take him to find out he couldn't fix it?
About half an hour.
Difficult one.
This is why I'm bringing it up, and we're getting quite a few comments about this, because I don't know what the right answer and the wrong answer is. So people, I'm not having a go saying and begrudging about it. I'm just trying to understand what is right and what is wrong, and what.
You're just being tight, aren't you? That's top and bottom of it. You're just being tight.
I got it. This is pot calling kettle for the tightest bloke who I know. Is your lot still going off?
Can you hear
You
me?
can hear it.
Of course I can hear it.
Let me just shut these other doors.
Right, boot him off, Shane.
Teresa Timms, you're too nice a guy, Jason. Can tell that by honest your reviews are. I think Teresa's saying that because she's been sent out some stuff on the show.
Did Teresa Timms win a thing? She did, didn't she?
Yeah.
Anything, Teresa, we'll send it out to you. I will be sending you a £30 bill because I haven't sent it out to you. Same thing.
Is it on a serious note though? Is it something if he's invoiced you? Is that something you can claim back from the main dealer? You've had to had it diagnosed. He hasn't been able to fix it because it's a main
It's the
fault.
situation basically. It's the central lock, and it's not locking on the cab. Yeah, on one of the doors. It's an A-class motorhome, and there's only one door on the cab. It's not locking. Yeah. So me and Adam, the mechanic, have put our heads together as we're going to buy a central locking kit to put on it and do it that way and get a new key cut.
How old is it?
6 years old.
So it's out of warranty then with manufacturer.
Well, I don't think it would be. Unless it was under 3 years old, it wouldn't be anyway. And that's I don't think an A-class would come under the cab warranty, if that makes sense.
I think we're losing ourselves here, lads. It's all about you turn up, you can't fix something.
Can't do it. Should you charge? How long did he travel for? Was he local to you, or has he come an hour?
I don't know. Can't remember.
Fair enough.
It's not the point, though, is it, mate?
If he'd have turned around and said, "Look, I've had my diesel cost. I'm not going to charge you for my time, but just cover my diesel, and I can move on to the next job." I think that you couldn't say any fairer than that, could you?
No.
So, but it just depends on if he's travelled 30 quid's worth of diesel, then fair enough. If he's only travelled £2 worth of diesel, then it's a bit excessive.
Have we got any comments here, Shane? I'd like an independent. Deborah, if you've taken it to him, then no charge. There probably wasn't, but he's also a mobile. Quest for camper. Most repairmen have a call-out charge. It's kind of a standard thing, isn't it?
I thought I normally had.
Yeah, we're getting on a dicey thing with call-out charges, though, aren't we, really?
They normally do say there's a minimum charge, isn't there? Whether I fix it or not, I've got to come and look at it, and this is my cost to do that. But if you didn't sort of put that up front, did he just expect you to understand that being a dealer?
But equally, what somebody in his position will probably do is they won't charge you for the call out if they end up doing the job.
Well,
I just can't get my head round.
It'll be interesting one to ask Lee, actually.
Oh yeah. I can't get my head round it. If you can't fix it, you should be charging people. But is that me? I'm trying to get both sides.
Yeah. No, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from. It just depends how often that situation occurs.
Put it this way, you're not going to use him again, are you?
I don't get use you again, are they? Right, let's get into these pair. Come on, let's move on. We're getting away with ourselves here. Right, we've got open mic coming up soon, haven't we? End of the month.
Yeah, it's only the 9th.
Well, it's not far away. You nearly swore that as well.
I did, yeah. It's 3 weeks away.
Yeah, well, we've got to get prepared. If anybody wants to come on open mic, they want to promote the channel, they want to come on, got a YouTube channel or anything, they want to promote it, they want to come on, they'll ask them. We'll grill them. We'll promote their channel for them. We'll do everything. They can get me easily. Just follow me on Twitter.
Oh, that's
Today.
me.
Exactly. Caravans and Campers, it's SY45RP. Instagram of the Motorhome Man. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can subscribe to my channel at the No, you won't. You've got it all wrong again. I knew you'd mess up tonight at the Motorhome Man YouTube channel. And also Shane.
Yeah, or myself at We Buy Any Motor Caravan. And what else have we got, Jason, that we need to change?
Oh, we need to change that the Motorhome Show, because it's the Motorhome and Caravan Show. And we're live across 5 platforms plus 1. We're actually on Caravan Shorts Live. We're on John's YouTube channel live tonight.
Very good.
Mm.
Has he got anybody that follows him?
He's like that. He's got a few watching now on his channel. I can see him here. They're all watching. And I think we'll get Mark of the Caravan Place will get the show live onto his channel as well, don't you think?
Yeah. It's a good idea. He's doing some good. To be fair to Mark, he's doing some very good videos, isn't he? He's putting a lot of content out there. I thought it was going to be a bit of a flash in the pan for him. I thought he was going to do a few, lose interest, and then that was it. But fair play, he's carrying on.
Yeah, fair play. Right, shall we get into the campervans? You've got a campervan for me to look at, haven't you?
We both got one, haven't we?
We've got one each. So shall we? Can I see yours before you see mine?
Oh, I'll show you. I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Right, you've got a campervan for me. Show me a campervan, mate. What have you got?
All right, mate.
Yep.
Danbury Active Choice. Why is it called the Danbury Active Choice? That's because you can pick everything on it. It is your choice. So starting at £58,750, it's built on the VW, as you can see. So with it being the choice, you can choose everything from the paintwork, the wheels, the roof, the canvas, the worktop, and as we open up, you can even choose the leather. Now, what I have already done is I've set up this bed. So it's 2 single beds, and then with the pop top, you also have the option of a roof up there, of a bed up there as well. So this has gone for the black leather with a grey external paintwork and everything like that. And it's also gone for this nice grey woodwork inside. So you've got the 2 beds that are down here. This one is 1 single. You turn the driver's seat around, and as you can see, that one at the back, that is what it's like in the upright position. You've then got the table, which is neatly hidden into the side. Now this does come with Webasto heating, so it is well equipped inside, and we shall go and show you around the back. And as you can see at the back, we've got lots of storage. We've got a couple of shelves in there. We have got almost like a wardrobe, a mini wardrobe in there. Drawers for your cutlery. You've also got a nice little, I guess, worktop that you can pull out to use, which, because the sink and the hobs are on the top, it just gives you that little bit more space to use. Gas locker for your heating and hobs. And then at the bottom, something you don't normally get in these is a cassette toilet. And now what I really, really love about this camper. So you jump in, you're on the toilet, and you're doing your breakfast on your hob. Just next to the toilet, we do have this nice long wardrobe area. In the lounge area, as you can see, you do have the Webasto heating controls, more 12-volt socket and USB, as well as a little 230-volt socket just hiding below. Now, with this being a pop top, it does give you plenty of headroom. At this end where the kitchen is, you've probably got another 2 foot against me, which I am nearly 6 foot. So you do have this single bed, which is just short of 6 foot again. And you can see the seats do swivel round, as well as the driver's seat, which can give you a nice 4-seater lounge with that table, which was restored, does tuck into the side. So it can be used as a day van because it does have the 4-seater belt. You can use it for the kids for going out. So Jason, let's see what you have got to compete with this bad boy.
You enjoyed doing that, didn't you?
You know what? I don't know why I enjoy them doing a lot more than normal, but I need to take some of that energy into my normal ones.
That's a nice van, that is, mate.
It's a lovely looking van. It's still a camper van, but it's a lovely looking van.
How many Volkswagens do you normally buy?
One.
I can see why you brought it.
Yeah.
That's a nice 2020, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 20 plate. It was registered on the day of lockdown, and they couldn't even go to collect it, so they had to wait until Mayish.
What's that brand?
Something like that. 58,750 from.
It's got all the kit on it, though, Shane.
58,750 from.
Do you know the best part about it? I love the cassette toilet.
I mean,
Breakfast. Oh.
I know. I mean, you don't get many camper vans, to be fair, with toilets in, do you? And
No,
that did
not
have one.
at all.
And that,
Not at all. The woodwork's nice as well.
it's finished lovely, to be fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't get me around 60 grand for a van.
Yeah, it's like the sleeping, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's stunning outside, mate.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It is lovely, to be fair. I say was. I've still got it. I've only had it a few days.
That's it. Let's have a look at it. That's a stunning looking thing.
Yeah. So with it, like I said, with the alloys, the paintwork, the trim. I mean, this is the higher spec one. And yeah, fair play. Not my cup of tea personally, but I can see the appeal to it for a day van / camper van.
It's 60 grand.
Plus, yeah. 60 grand gets you a basic one.
What's the appeal, mate?
I guess it's the size, isn't it? I guess it's the size. I mean, the interesting. I was having a look earlier. VW brought out the Grand California. If you've ever seen one of them, which is the big. So you got the California, then you got the one above. And I think they start at mid-late 70s. But there was another one that I got. Was asking him how much did he pay for it 18 months ago, and it was 81 grand, and that was on the Merc van.
Oh, right, yeah, the little Campervans.
This is the big one. Do you remember the Grand Canyon, the 4x4 one on the Heimer stand?
We saw in February.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One of them. Yeah, one of them. I mean, we saw the prices there. They were 80+ grand for a camper van, for a pop top.
On that note, shall we have a look at some Caravans?
Yeah, okay then. Who do we need for that, John?
Come on, Doctor No.
Oh, hello. Back again.
What did you think about that Volkswagen?
Yeah, I don't like the 2 single beds. They don't look comfortable.
I think you either have the rock and roll bed and no toilet, or the single bed in the toilet, because you need the driver and passenger seat to be able to make up the bed.
That's a great point, that is, Shane, because if you have the rock and roll bed, you're going to lose all your cooking and toilet area, aren't you?
Yeah.
You lose that.
On that toilet.
Yeah.
The other thing is, you look at a VW Transporter van now with a combi with seats. They're knocking on, by the time you've done a few things, they're 50 grand just for a van with seats in. So to be fair, when you look at 58 grand starting from, I know, but that isn't hugely more than just some of the vans now. So
let's
to be fair.
Yeah, let's give Danbury the due. They've done a good job of it now.
Yeah, I really can't fault it. He's put together incredibly well. It really is.
Yeah. What have you got for us, Mark?
First one should be a Swift Fairway 530 2017.
Family van?
family van, 4-berth side washroom. So it's probably the most traditional layout that there is from day starting caravans. This layout hasn't stuck. It's not changed since sort of day one, really. It's probably one of the oldest layouts and still most traditional
Just before we go on, can you just bring up Tom Saxon's comment? Mark, you look like you're in the dark.
I feel like it.
Oh, Tom, you star.
That's what it feels like every week.
Right, come on, let's get serious. Let's have a look at the caravan.
Day 16 in the Motorhome and Caravan house.
Today we're going to be reviewing the Swift Fairway 530. This is a 2017 4-berth caravan, just under 1500 kilograms maximum weight and just under 23 feet overall. We've got lots of extras on this with external barbecue points, external 230 volt sockets, ATC, and as we move inside you'll see our layout. As we walk into the caravan we're greeted by our kitchen area. We've got our full oven, nice fridge freezer, a huge amount of workspace in this one, so plenty of workspace for a family of 4. We've got the microwave, side dinette. Now this makes into bunk beds. We've got a little picture of that. Again, if you are going to use it as an occasional 4-berth, when you've got the front seating area made up as the bed, this is a great little dining area for a morning. At the front of the caravan, we've got our 2 long bench seats. These are just over 6 foot length, so you can sleep out during the day, lounge around without having to make the bed up. When the bed does make up, it's again about 6.5 foot widthways, and there's plenty of room there without taking the front chest of drawers out. On the front chest of drawers, we've got the little slide out table, so if you don't want to get the big freestanding table, it's great for a little game of cards or just as a coffee table. At the rear we've got our washroom with a separate shower and toilet, and again the great thing about this is we really can get in there and use that as a dressing room, so there's no need to close all of the caravan down of a morning. We can just step into the bathroom and use that as a nice little washroom and dressing area.
So yeah, traditional 4-berth layout.
What year was that, mate?
2017, that is.
What type of dough are you paying for that?
16 grand that's on for at the minute, 15,995. So
what's the weight?
About, just under 1500 kilograms. So again, majority of the bigger family cars you'll be able to tow that with. And it's a good size. It's not too big and not too small. The only one downside is you've got the kids right next to you. So unless you've got a big awning on the side, by the time you put the kids to bed, it's time for you to go to bed as well, if that makes sense.
It's a nice looking van, though.
Really nice upholstery in that. Nice finish to it. Yeah, real nice finish to it. They've gone away from the old-fashioned upholsteries now, and that looks really modern.
Yeah. What else have you got for us?
The next one, very similar sort of layout, is a Bessicar Cameo. So again, it's the higher spec model with all the extras on. Just a little bit of finishing touches, should I say.
So is it basically the same thing as the Swift, or?
Yes, yeah. So similar setup and everything to that. A little bit longer, a lot heavier, 250 kilograms heavier. So. You'll see in the video, I struggle to see where the extra weight is. I couldn't justify that weight, the extra 250 kilograms.
Okay, let's have a look at it.
Next up we've got our Bessicar Cameo 525. This is a 2015. It's 2 years older than the Swift Fairway that we looked at before, but it's the same price. We've got the Alco ATC, which is the same. We've got external barbecue points that are the same. We've got the 230 volt sockets, which is the same on the outside. We're 250 kilograms heavier than our previous Swift Fairway that we looked at. When we walk inside, it looks very similar. You can see a difference in the class of the cabinetry and the lockers in this compared to the Swift Fairway, and again our upholstery is just a completely different feel. We have lost out a little bit on our work surface area. We've not got quite as much preparation area, so this is, it feels a little bit smaller, but it is actually the same length. But in actual fact, the Bessicar 525 is about 8 or 9 inches longer. Now those few inches may not seem a lot, but they really do make a difference. We've got slightly longer on our front seating, so again it gives us even longer to lie out during the day. Whether or not we need that extra space is questionable. We've got our automatic roof lights again, so these are remote control. We've got our extractor fan in the kitchen area, but not only have we got an extractor fan in the kitchen area, we've got one in the bathroom. We've got extra speakers in the bathroom, and we've got a little bit more room in that bathroom also. But we've actually lost something compared to the other one. Now, can you spot what the difference is compared to the Swift Fairway that we looked at before? We've got our front seating exactly the same. We've got our side dinette exactly the same. But no, we've not. This is actually only a 3-berth. The Swift Fairway had a bunk bed on the side here. The Bessicar doesn't. It doesn't want you to bring too many children away with you. We want to go to adults only sites in the Bessicar, so we've not got that extra space. It's a posh 2-berth. So realistically, if you've got that extra grandchild, you're going to have to tell them, sorry, you can't come away with us, only one at a time. We don't want the extra noise, we don't want the extra hassle, we don't want our Bessicar being knocked about. So only one grandchild can come along with you. You've got to pick your favourite, unfortunately. It really is a different class. It's really difficult to put your finger down onto where the extras really are, and again I think until you actually walk in, there is just a feel about this. You've got extra sockets galore. There's the little wine cabinet on the side there, and that is about it.
Just a quickie, folks. We don't actually see these videos, do we, Shane?
No.
I like that, man.
It's got as much as you sort of go, it's sort of 250 kilograms heavier. It's more expensive because that's an older van for the same money as the other one. There's just a feel about it.
Same dough, as
yeah, 16 grand, and it's 2 years old. It's 2015. But the big thing is the weight. That extra 250 kilograms. It's on a heavier shell, so the actual build of the van is a heavier van. But for 250 kilograms, it's a lot of extra weight. But when you walk in both vans, there's just a feel about that Bessicar. As much as I'll take the mickey a little bit about it, it does just feel good.
Saw your video, mate. That being that.
I dropped the quality down because.
Yeah, I understand because of the bit rate. If people don't understand, we have a bit rate where we can only put so much quality up onto the live streams. But even through that video to me with that Bessicar come across as a good quality van.
Yeah.
So, Shane, what did you think on that van? What do you think between the two?
No, it does look a lot better.
Yeah.
But as I'm sure everybody understands, it's all about that max weight of the van.
Just bring up John and Lee. Let's get their opinions.
Hello.
Hello.
John, from a punter's point of view, what did you think?
I wrote a couple of things down. The Swift, the first one, I'm sure we looked at that model one before we got our Bailey. And what I didn't like was the grill and the oven right by the door. For me, it's an accident waiting for happen with the kids coming in or rushing in or whatever.
The only plus thing about that, it made that worktop huge then.
Yeah,
and
you've got a lot of preparation space.
Yeah, that was the only difference between, I think, the Bessicar. Yeah.
But then the Bessicar isn't aiming, as a 3-berth, it's not aiming for your family,
Families.
four-person family, is it? Whereas as the Swift it was, and you can see that with the lockers. That's what I wrote about the Cameo, the 525, the lockers, and it looked plush. It looked not almost like the next level up, if you know what I mean. Which, to be at the same sort of price now and being 2 years older, then yeah, it's got more features, and it's the materials used are a better quality, and it looks better for it. But as you say, it's 250 kilos heavier.
Yeah, 250 kilos heavier.
And you're then starting to get up into you're not looking at your family car to tug it. You need something a bit bigger again.
Yeah.
Lee?
Best car over a Swift. They're they are a bit more of a plush van. But like they're saying, for the extra you pay, and you've got that extra weight, when you work on them on a daily basis, you've got the same faults in that Besser car as you will have on the Swift. So it's down to
as in what?
it's a personal choice, really, whether you want, some people will go out and buy a Swift Elegance as the first caravan. It's down to personal choice. I mean, personally, for me, if I was buying one, I wouldn't be going for the Besser car. I think you can get just as good a van and not spend as much money and not need as big a car to tow it with.
Fair enough.
Mm.
Yep. Hi, boys.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
See you all in a bit. I do like that Bessie car though, mate.
I know you do. I like the best guys. I've been impressed by them.
Definitely. I tell you what I forgot to do. A lot of people are buying motorhomes at the moment. So I was going to do some tips throughout the show of what to look for when you're buying your motorhomes. I've had a few people asking me about tyres. So can we explain about tyres, Shane?
Checking tyres for any perishing, and also for the age as well. And on this one, it's 2009.
See, all tyres have got dates on them. Really, they should be changed after about 6 years, Shane. Would you agree?
Yep, because the walls do start to crack, and obviously motorhomes do generally sit there for long periods of time.
Yeah, especially with lack of use as well. They start to perish, don't they?
It's a bit like your habitation check that you do every year. You do it because things do degrade, seals and everything like that. So it's no different with your tyres.
Yeah.
They're not meant to last forever.
Do you want to have a look at my camper?
Okay.
Shane's picked.
So earlier on, Shane showed you a Volkswagen camper conversion. Great conversion with the Volkswagens, but you've still got a tight living area. So do you want to see a proper campervan conversion of how it should be? No, not this one, but this one. Swift Select 122, around about 6 meters long, made by Swift, with plenty of room. So we have the long bench seats at the back, which can be made up to a large double bed, but they are big enough to stretch out and lie down, and even as a single bed. We have plenty of storage above, and then we have hob, grill, oven, and then we have the sink, and then we have the bathroom, which is a combined shower and toilet, and then we have our fridge, three-way fridge, and then we also have the Truma heating system, which is a blown air system with hot water. So everything a campervan should have. So Shane, your Volkswagen, you can keep it. I'm going in style of my campervan with a Swift Select 122.
Yeah, there are. You know, I've never bought a Swift Select for whatever reason.
I
Never.
have.
I know you have. We're both trying to buy it as well, weren't we?
Yeah. That's a proper camper van to go away in, though, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah. So, a couple of questions for you. Test your knowledge.
Go on.
What did the Swift Select replace?
Go on.
What don't autocruise do anymore?
You're speaking with Luke back now, aren't you?
They don't do van conversions anymore, do they?
Good point. Good point. Yeah, okay.
So the autocruise went out, the Swift Selects came in. Now, next question. A bit like my Danbury, why is it called a Swift Select?
Because you could choose what colour you want.
That is one thing, yeah. What else?
You tell me. You're the expert.
Okay, so your Swift Select, you've got two things. You've got the driver's pack and the looks pack. The driver's pack gives you things like cab air conditioning and so on. The looks pack gives you everything else, alloy wheels and solar panels, reversing sensors, and everything like that. So you got your base, and also you can choose your engines as well. So you can start at 115 brake horsepower, go up to 130, and so on.
That's an automatic as well, Shane. I forgot to tell you.
Automatic gearbox, and then you can also
130.
Yeah, so it's got the 130 upgrade. You'll probably have the looks and driver's pack, and then it's got the metallic paint as an extra as well.
Yeah.
Very well spec van. So you'd have probably been talking around 50 grand for something like that. So when you compare that at 50 grand to the VW at nearly 60.
Let us know in the comments, which would you prefer, the Swift or the Volkswagen? I still can't get my head around it though, can you?
No, the only thing you can put down to with the VW is size and the more of a day van element. I don't know I think the Swift Select, what do you reckon it is, 6 meters?
Yeah, it's 6 meters, mate. 6 meters, 3,500 kilograms, 3.5 ton.
So yeah, I'd probably say that the Transporter's probably close to 5. So
neither of you there,
Swift,
is it?
Swift, 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 Swift. Nearly. Oh, cocky. I think Lee and John have got a Swift. Their hands up for Swift as well. And Mark's I think Mark's just bought a VW. So
it's a different. The Volkswagens, like you said a good comment a while ago. You've got your motorhomes, you've got your campervans, and you've got your Volkswagens. They're a completely different market, mate, aren't they?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, campervans are almost as different as cars to motorhomes in terms of the market.
Yeah.
They're a complete crossover.
Right, let's move on, mate. I enjoy doing them videos. Do you?
I really enjoy doing them.
Yeah, I do. I do. So we've got A classes next week, have we?
We have, yes.
Okay. Buying a motorhome. Another question I get asked a lot about is cam belts.
Do you want to play? Okay.
Cam belts. Now, cam belts should be changed roughly every 5 years or 60,000 miles. But because motorhomes don't do the mileage that cars do, we normally tend to go off 5 years. And that's where people get a little bit confused. They look at the mileage rather than how long ago it was actually changed.
Cam belts should be changed every 5 years, mate, shouldn't they?
Yes.
On the newer vehicles, if it's a 2.2, it's generally a chain, not a cam belt. On the older vans, 2.8's normally a chain, isn't it?
Yep.
So yeah, if you're buying a van,
and I think the Fords are generally chain. Am I right in saying that?
yes, mate. Yeah.
Because the Ford and the 2.2s and so on are the same engine.
Yeah, if you don't do anything to your motorhome, there's two things you should always do every year: oil and filter change, and also do your cam belts. Most important thing, because they're commercial vehicles. Shane?
Yes.
So,
I agree, yeah.
Definitely. We didn't see him last week. Where's Lee?
Oh, we're going to bring him on?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got a question for Lee, actually. I've got a question.
Hey, up.
Evening, gents.
Yeah, you're right.
you know, I never even noticed before. I've just had that AGM meeting for Tri Club, and I've switched you on my tablet, so I was there in the background, and then I just looked at the corner of my eye, and there I am in the bottom corner of the screen, and I thought, yeah.
We were going to try and bring you on a couple of times, but the videos kicked in, so we couldn't.
Yeah, I know. There's once or twice. Because at the bottom, because you've got your photo, your thing on portrait, it looks like my gran and granda when they're watching it, and they're like this. Oh, sorry, when the FaceTiming, sorry. You know, like a kid's going, he's got his camera like that.
Like that.
You can't really see the full face. Yeah, that's what it looks like at the bottom corner.
Quickie then, Lee. A lot of people are buying caravans and motorhomes at the moment. Just a quickie. What to look out for when you're buying a caravan and motorhome, mate?
At the minute, I was talking to a customer the other day. Obviously, I'm chocker busy. I said I've got people from lockdown who I'm still fitting in. I've got the people I'm normally doing that are trying to get booked in. I've got a few new customers, and I've got a new group of people that should be on holiday abroad, and they've bought an absolute bag of nails with all sorts of problems that needs fixing tomorrow before they go away the day after. I am absolutely inundated with it. People are buying vans, and I don't know whether they don't know what they're buying, or
are they buying them privately?
A lot are buying privately. People know that there is a massive demand for caravans and motorhomes at the minute, and they are literally pulling vans off fields you wouldn't keep chickens in. And selling them.
Would it be an idea if you were looking at buying a van private to insist on seeing everything working?
Oh, definitely. Absolute, definitely. Yeah. I mean, you'll always get people who say, and the big thing is, sometimes you can't tell if things are working properly. You can't tell if a fridge is working properly on electric, or whether it's working properly on gas. It might light up on gas. That doesn't mean to say that the matrix is any good and, you know, it'll actually cool. You know, what you want to insist is you see that fridge, you know, if you're going to see it, tell them to put it on the night before or something, so that when you get there, that fridge is cold.
That's a great shout, Vallesley. That's a great shout, saying to people, Luke, can you put the fridge on the electric a couple of hours before we come?
Yeah, because fridges for caravans and motorhomes are absolutely ridiculously expensive. So, and that's one. The phone calls I'm getting at the moment for fridges and water heater issues is every other one, really. Is I've got a problem with the fridge, I've got a problem with the water heater. Yeah, so see those things working. Make sure there's some water in the van. Feel for hot water. Check you've got some hot water. Get them to put the fridges on and check that the fridges cool down. Because at the minute, I'm inundated with calls with those issues.
And then if they put the hot water on the gas, they can go round and check the flue, can't they?
Yeah. You'll tell straight away if you're using stuff on gas. You're going to tell quite quickly if it's burning well. You know, you're going to have a black sooty mark up the side of the van. Same with the fridges. You know, you'll get some black soot in around the vents if it's not burning well. And then, you know, you need to have a word with them about getting it repaired, because obviously that's not a safe appliance. I mean,
what's your thoughts there, mate? Use the AWS pre-purchase inspection scheme if buying privately. Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about pre-purchases the other week, didn't we?
Yeah.
There's a level of them about. The problem you've got at the minute is the majority of guys like myself at the minute, there is no chance I could take on any pre-purchase inspections at the minute, because I am just far too busy.
People just can't get a pre-purchase inspection, can they?
It's not. It's a great idea, but you've got to find someone that can do it, and fit it in within the time scale that you want to buy it. It's really difficult to get established mobile engineers to go and do it, because at the moment they are just absolutely flooded with work.
Yeah,
there's a couple of things on this. I mean, there's something, again, going back to the forums, and you see a lot of people saying, "Oh, don't buy from a dealer, because they'll rip you off." But then I'm also seeing
to buy from a dealer.
Yeah,
the thing is, if you go to a dealer, and you've got an issue with it, you can go back to that dealer. If you go and buy it off someone's drive, you take it home, and like you say, the fridge doesn't work, the fire doesn't work, or whatever, you know, you suddenly realise that you get home and the roof light's absolutely pouring water in. You've got no comeback. You've taken it, and that's that. You've then got to start spending money on it straight away. Whereas if you bought it from a dealer, you can just go back to them and say, look, you know, I've bought this from you. You know, at least you can insist on some form of warranty with it. You know, even if it's only 2 or 3 months, at least it gives you a chance to try everything and make sure before you know, to give you a period where you can go back and say, look, this doesn't work, that doesn't work.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few things which some of the trade won't like us saying this, but if you buy something from a dealer and you get it home and it doesn't work, you've got 2 options. One is you can actually get your money back straight away if it's got a fault when you've taken delivery on it. And the other thing is, if you want to keep it, they have got to do the repair to get it back straight. Whereas you buy privately, you're not paying any less than a dealer at the moment, than a dealer's forecourt, because there are so few around. I mean, Dan, spot only, and that is just one reason to buy from a trusted dealer if they have any stock, and that's the other problem.
Yeah.
But you just got that peace of mind that if something does go wrong, you should be okay to get it sorted. Hopefully.
Have you got a question for Lee?
I have got a question for Lee. So, Gregor Menzies, who we know is a regular on the show, or comes and watches, he's got a year-old, or he's coming up to a year-old, Horse Trail Apache 700. He wants to know what the average habjack price is from someone like yourself.
Oh, that's a difficult one. These vary massively dependent on where you live. I would say an average habitation service will be anything between. Whereabouts does he live? Do you know?
Oh, no, sorry.
No. I mean, down south, there can be a lot more, and different areas, there can be a massive difference in price. As a rule, normally I would say anything between sort of 120 to 200 quid for a mobile. Some are charging more. Some, I wouldn't imagine you'll get it any less. But I would say normally around about 120 to 200 quid.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, evening everyone. I am new to this site. This may be a dumb question, but are there any campervans, motorhomes that have electric cookers, fridge, as I am not confident with gas? Thank you. Lee?
Sorry, I missed that bit then. Can you put that back up? Dogs running around in the background.
Are there any campervans, motorhomes that have electric cookers, fridge, or fridges? Because he's not confident with gas.
Right, the fridge... fridges will all have electric on anyway. I mean, you can always have the if you're talking a van conversion, a lot of them have got the compressor fridges, which are 12 volt or electric, and a lot of the time they don't have any gas in. Cooker wise, you can get electric hot plates on a gas hob, but oven wise, I don't know of any.
I think, to be honest with you, mate, everything's got to be gas because it's all designed for wild camping, isn't it, really?
Everything in a caravan, motorhome, campervan is designed primarily to run off gas and 12 volt. Electric is normally a supplementary thing that's added to them. So, you know, they are designed primarily, and most things are more efficient running on gas. I mean, he says he's not confident with gas. If as long as you have it checked and regularly maintained, you should have no problems.
By all means, I guess also you can just manually turn off your gas tank if need be. If you're worried about it when you sleep and so on.
The biggest, see, tonight's show is about campervans. For the likes of myself, van conversions are an absolute nightmare. The amount of van conversions I go to, the minute I open the door, I say, sorry, that's non-compliant. I've got to put a warning notice on it.
Yeah.
You know,
Gas lockers.
Gas lockers is the main one.
Yeah, gas hose going up to the hobs.
Yeah. I mean, I went to a horse box a couple of weeks ago, that and the minute I walked in said, this is non-compliant. It's actually reportable to health and safety. It's that dangerous.
Lee, I think people could just get themselves a shell, put a gas bottle in, run a few pipes, and expect it to be a campervan.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people have done it. I know of a couple of people have done it over lockdown, and said, "Oh yeah, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to do that. Would you put the gas certificate on it?" And I'm like, "Well, you've got to have this. You've got to have that. You've got to have emergency control valves. You've got to have a proper gas locker for the thing." And they go, "No, I was going to put it under there." I mean, I know a girl who spent £17,000 on a VW conversion, and they literally put the gas bottle with the 8mm copper pipe, not even Jubilee clipped to the actual rubber hose, loose underneath the cupboard. And when she braked, it actually tipped over and pulled the hose off. You know, thinking people go to jail for that sort of thing. You know, that is selling a dangerous vehicle.
It's nuts.
You're dead right with that. I mean, I think what put the nail in the coffin for us really looking into VWs a few years ago, I can't remember the exact name. It was something like Mid-Cheshire Campervans or Campervan conversion, something like that. And the owner from that company got locked away because the conversions were that dangerous. And I mean, he did a good amount of time. He was doing things like running the gas pipe bare under the whole length of the van.
Yeah.
I know a good old speed bump.
Not last year before, who was apparently got 3 years for doing similar sort of thing. You know, people don't realize. I mean, you've got things within there that are really dangerous, you know, especially when you put them together. And there just seems to be a lot of people with van conversions who think they can, they can just throw it in.
Lee, the rules are a lot slacker, aren't they, with motorhomes and campervans?
The problem you've got, if you've got a touring caravan or motorhome that is for personal use, it falls out of scope of gas safe regulations. Yeah. So you don't have to be a gas safe engineer to work on it. You have to prove a competency. So you have to have a gas ACOP certificate, as it's classed as. If you work on anything that's for hire permanent residents, such as a site warden, if you're a site warden and you have your average mobile guy working on it, he's actually working illegally, because if you're resident in that van, you has to be gas safe to do it.
Yeah.
Same with, you know, any people.
Same as if you rent a motorhome. Same as you rent a motorhome out as well, or rent your static out. You must have a gas safe person to check it, not an ACOPS.
Yeah, it's got to have what is classed as a landlord's gas safety certificate.
Yeah. So basically, I've got my ACOPS gas certificate where I can check caravans out and motorhomes out, but I need Lee, if I'm renting a motorhome out, to come and check it off because he is gas safe. Yeah.
I've got LPG gas safe, ACS basically.
I will just go back. That's not to say that all campervan manufacturers are like that. I'm assuming that all the NCC registered ones are pretty damn good.
Yeah. I mean, they have to be, don't they? They have to be. They're you know, factory built.
Do you know what it is, Lee? Jay?
People try themselves.
Do you know what it is? You get these people, right, who look at an Ultra Sleeper campervan or a Trigari campervan at 15, 20 grand, 2004, 2003. They think, right, I can go get myself a transit van and I'll convert it to charge 15, 20 grand.
Yeah. I'll go to the breaker's yard, buy myself an old kitchen out of the caravan, throw a gas bottle in it and a cooker, and make myself 10 grand.
Yeah. Another tip for people who are buying a motorhome, pre-2001, be very careful. Basically, if you get a problem with gears crunching, and I'll tell you why on this little video.
It's more common on the Fiat and Peugeots, normally pre-2002, that second and third gear crunch. And one of the main reasons why they crunch is through water ingress into the gearbox. And what happens is people don't clean the scuttles, so in winter time you get the leaves building up, and then when it rains, the rain goes over the leaves and drops into over the scuttle, and then drops into the engine and onto the gearbox.
So, if you've got an older van, clean your scuttle. Very important. What are you laughing at?
So immature.
Gutter mind.
And more importantly, when you buy a motorhome, test drive them. And this is how I test drive a motorhome.
Very good, yeah.
You put it on.
Oh, you want to put it on? Sorry, you should.
This is how I test.
And he just called me immature.
I never saw that coming.
Cheers, Lee. See you next week.
All right, mate. Take care.
All right, mate. Thanks for your time. Take care, mate. Ta-ra. Right, let's crack into it. We're overrunning here. Let's get on Johns Jaunts.
Evening, back again.
All right. Now you don't have to test drive a motorhome.
I do like the VW. I do like the camper.
Well, you're the only person.
I think, yeah, well, the Swift. It has everything, doesn't it? It's bigger. It ticks all the boxes. It's cheaper, but it doesn't look as cool as a camper, as a VW.
Oh, you say that after 5 hours slipping on that seat.
Well, yeah, I know, but it's cool, isn't it? if you're the, I don't know. Anyway.
Right, let's crack on then. Where are we going, John?
Yes. Tonight we are going to be looking at Love to Stay. It's up in Shrewsbury. We went there last year before, so one of our first trips away in our caravan, and here's a little video that I've done for you.
So the Love to Stay pitches are serviced, so you have your service tower with non-drinking flush water, electric out, and fresh drinking water. So you also have your waste. So for us, we use trusty pipework to direct the grey waste into there. And we have a single hose to the aqua roll and the float in the aqua roll to keep the measure. Only having to use a single pipe, so we think about 6 meters, 5 to 6 meters, from the tower to the aqua It's a nice site.
That's a nice site, isn't it?
It's a really nice site.
I like the swimming pool.
Yeah, it's a natural reed filtered swimming pool, and it's bloody cold. But it's lovely. It really is. I mean, you are paying a bit extra for it. I'm not gonna lie. You do pay a little bit more for it. But
How much extra?
well, to be fair, I mean, at the moment, I looked this week to see if there was any availability in August, and for the weekends, it's fully booked. But a weekend in September for 2 adults, 2 kids, and a dog is about 75 quid, which for a fully serviced pitch for the weekend isn't bad value. What adds to that is the activities. So if you want to use the pool, you've got to pay extra. If you want to use the hot tubs, you've got to pay extra. If you want to go paddleboarding, you've got to pay extra.
How much extra for the swimming pool?
Off the top of my head, I can't remember.
Okay.
It's not. I mean, it's not silly money. It's not silly money at all. But they've introduced. I mean, we went a couple of years ago, but they've now got their Isabella area, and you basically they've got awnings already set up. Isabella awnings already set up for you to use. They've got glamping pods there. You could obviously with the way things are at the moment, some of these activities may not be open and they may not be running. Yeah. So if you're looking at going shortly, it's worthwhile checking with them as to what is actually available. But we really enjoyed it. We went up with our friends who had that T5 and we had a cracking weekend up there. And it's one that we want to go back to. It's for us. It's not too far. It's for us up the M5 and across to Shrewsbury. But yeah, I mean, if I just pull up a couple of pictures here, we've got all of the. I mean, you can see that they're a good size pitch, all with grey waste, fresh water. And you can see, look, I mean, look, it's a good. They're bloody good size pitches.
Nice pitches, aren't they?
Yeah. Really nice, well looked after site. You get Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi throughout the site as well. You can upgrade. I've seen that recently they've done like an upgrade, so you can upgrade your Wi-Fi. But yeah, look, I mean it's huge. It's a good. I mean, in fairness, it is fairly good value for money. And like I say, some of the extras that you can do, they've got you can pizza. You don't even have to eat the pizza down at the restaurant. You can get it boxed up and taken away. And this is that's the reed bed filtered pool, and a couple of our mates' boys in and out of the pool. They did say it was a bit chilly, but it was good. But not only that pool, they also have this one as well. So there's a bit of almost like a beach area, and again, because of the situation that we're all in at the moment, I don't know if these are all open at the moment, but it is sort of worthwhile checking with them. But yeah, I mean, we had to buy like a wristband to get into some of those places, but to have. But yeah, it is another thing. They do the paddle boarding, and it was such a good time. It was a really good weekend we had there. I don't know if anybody watching now has been there. If you haven't, it's worthwhile one to think about and put on the list of a possibility. And it's right close to Salop Leisure. So yeah. That's the one. Yeah. So there's a you can go and have a look around Caravans there. They've got a shop. For accessories and the like, but there's so much to do on site. We didn't go anywhere for the whole weekend. And I didn't take a picture of this, but the toilets, oh my god, they have Dyson hair dryers in the toilets.
Wow. I bet they're
close to where? It's close to where, John?
A dealership called Salop. Is it Salop Leisure?
It's close to where, John?
Well, go on, Ed.
Close to Caravans and Campers.
Oh, sorry, yes, it's close to
Caravan Park, Sultan Road, Webb. We offer a wide range of motorhomes and campervans.
So if there's nothing at the other one, you can get over and see Jason.
I don't think there's anything at Jason's at the moment, are there?
No.
They ain't an awful lot less than mine, either. Yeah. No, hats off, it looks a great site, mate. They've spent a few bucks there, haven't they?
They have spent a bit, and I think they got a bit of stick a year or so ago because the prices started going up. But like I say, I mean, today I've done the exercise of doing a weekend in September there, fully serviced as they all are, and it was about 75 quid. For a similar pitch, not a million miles from where we are, unserviced, it was 65 quid for the weekend. So, you know what?
So when you say weekend, 2 nights, yeah?
Yeah. Friday night, Saturday night, come home Sunday.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad for your money, is it, for 4 of you?
No, I mean, like I say, for what you're getting a fully serviced pitch. The facilities there are good. Yes, you can get cheaper. You want a CL, 10 quid a night, happy days. But if you want to start looking at that little bit nicer areas, and the good thing is because they've got glamping pods, if you've got, again, friends, family in the area, or if you want to have a bit of a meetup, you've got a caravan or a motorhome, you can rock up there, and your grandparents or whatever haven't, they can rent one of the glamping pods, make a weekend of it. I mean, obviously, in today's environment, it's got to be a little bit more careful. But as things improve, it's a great destination.
I can also vouch as well for Shrewsbury. It's a beautiful place.
It was a nice, easy run in as well. Yeah. Straight off the M5, straight down, and you're there. Yeah. Nice, easy run.
So Salop Leisure, who do the motorhomes and caravans, is it their campsite then, is it?
I believe so.
Yeah,
I believe
they've
so.
done a good job there.
It's all part of, they're all interlinked. So, you can literally, you don't even walk out of the campsite. You just go through a gated section and you're into Salop Leisure.
Fair play to Salop. They could have just put a campsite on with a few hookups. They've actually really gone to town, in fairness. If I look from your video, they've done a good job there.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I say, I mean, some of the beers in the bar, you were in a captive market again. They were a little bit more expensive than what you would normally pay. But you know what? You're on holiday, enjoy it. So no, it's certainly one. If you've not thought about love to stay, then give it a tick on the list to one to try and get to.
Oh, fair play. Do you want to bring Mark on?
Hello again.
There he is.
Hey, big brother.
Hello. Day 3.
What did you think of Salop? Good place, wasn't it?
It's a nice site, to be fair. They've spent millions. We again, it's not too far away from the caravan place either. To be fair, we're not a million miles away if you're after a caravan.
Nice plug.
But it is. We looked at going the Isabella awnings that they do there. I think to buy, it's not just an awning; it is a huge sort of outdoor space. And they're about £15,000 if you wanted to buy one of those awnings yourself. And we looked at that for going away, and it looked really good, to be fair, because it's half an hour from us for a weekend or something. But,
what you do next week, Mark?
I've got an A class.
You've got an A class?
Yeah.
Oh, you're joining in on the motorhome review then, are you?
Well, I thought I'd just show you how to do it, to be honest with you.
Okay. Fair enough. He's got an A class, Shane.
Very good. We've all
That's
got
as
one.
much as I'm saying.
We've all got an A class then, have we, for next week? Ooh. Right. John, what's your plan next week, mate?
I'm going to review a campsite I've been to.
Oh, okay.
Can't give it all away now. You haven't
got a clue, have you?
Seen that one? No. I haven't found it yet. We'll sort it out in a week.
Right, everybody, thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, we've enjoyed ourselves tonight. We're going to let Shane carry on with his holiday. We're going to let Mark carry on with his Big Brother experiment. John is going to have a look for a campsite, and I'm waiting for my Chinese. See you all next week.
See you next week. Have a good week,
Bye, everyone.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.